Captain's log, stardate 022020 2249.0. Yeah, 22.4. So 02202020.4 star date. USS Excelsior. NCC 77246. So, a couple short videos for you this morning. For all of you wondering what's going on, Chloe's making dinner. She's been kind of cranky this morning. Literally cranky. I gotta tell you the crank story this morning. The crank story goes pretty bad, okay? Really bad. Reason for it is, it's late. And it's my morning. And so, for once, I don't have that one spying on me hidden in the one, For once, it's different, I feel less this morning. So, basically, what's going on is, so this morning, I was up talking to the advocates, doing business, etc., etc., and the advocates had much to say. And, I went to bed really late. I was doing some research. And as you all know, Social Security's turning around. And, my cousin Dinky would probably be happy that the fact that Social Security and the APS ladies investigating the Social Security Department for /DSH is for abuse of power, basically, or whatever they're doing, because I'm not supposed to be paying for Chloe. Chloe's like, oh, what happens if I don't get approved? It's simple. Your file goes to someone else. I mean, literally, it's all there. She basically stated that she basically was stating, quote unquote, you got money, you pay for it. Now, there's multiple sides to this whole problem. And one side is the advocates basically are getting cranky on the other side. So, I was talking about this. Now, Chloe, of course, everyone sit there and says, get rid of her. And, everything's on the table. The advocates are working their deals. I'm working my deals. We're trying to get Chloe out. And I can't live where Chloe's basically smashing her head over a video game or raising her voice at 2 a.m. I mean, literally, these are things where everyone agrees that it should be a group home or whatever. And if it's, literally, when I'm frustrated, I don't go punch the shit out of myself. I basically, so this morning I'm drinking some, it's growing on me. It's, some intense, bold flavored coffee. I'm using my husband's coffee cup. Too bad hubby's not around. And, but so this morning I got around, Chloe's talking about all these things for, when she gets on retro check, she's like, oh, I want to move. Well, yeah, here's the thing, okay? Here's what I'm calling, okay? Usually I call these things pretty good. I'm not a prophet, and any people Chloe thinks I am. I'm not. I'm calling that as soon as Chloe gets disability, she's going to flee, literally. She's got her, I believe my family, if she basically stood around her. Now, there is a deal on the table. Let her mom deal with the 26-month wait to transfer files and everything. I mean, I don't care. I mean, literally, to me, the 26-minute wait's a different story. What the hell? Sorry, I got an itch. Yeah. No, the point I'm calling is I'm not sitting here belittling Chloe, no. What I'm talking about is the fact that, she's going to get on disability and that she's going to flee. Everyone can see it coming. I mean, literally, I can too. The problem is Daryl Momke's basically putting roadblocks and, I mean, for what I understand from the advocates, they're basically turning around and basically putting up a roadblock. They're like, how do I say it? They're basically, the advocates turned around and said something like they're basically putting up a roadblock, like, I mean, I've offered to get rid of Chloe. I'd offered to pay for Chloe. She wants her plane. Yeah, well, I'm not paying additional fucking baggage storage, which is 60 to 70 per bag, just for her to go on a plane. I mean, yeah, my family would be like, that's too expensive. Put her on a train, let her spend 70 hours going home. I mean, ooh, their place cheaper. Yes, but you need a enhanced driver's license. You got to pay baggage fees. You got to do this. I mean, literally, it's not nice. Okay, literally not nice. Not good. So the advocates are turning around and they're basically calling the shots, basically saying, look, when I was talking to the advocate the other day, okay, I talked to the advocate the other day, and everyone knows, when I talk to the advocates, I talk with a thing of like, a point, of certain things. Like, for example, I'll talk, like what happened in my life, or as the advocate said, and it's a child, you tell them something, they're mandated reporters, so you're like, oh yeah, next thing you know, it clicks in. So Social Security lady investigating wants you to spend your money for several more months, which hurts you financially, which means you can't buy pants or underwear, while they're basically sitting there to sipping lattes, while you can't afford a latte that often, just so you can keep Chloe there out of their hair while they investigate and then deny you. Lady turns around and says, well, there's two options. You get approved or you get denied. In the meantime, well, which way are you going? So to them, it's a sad, sad world you live in because of the whole ordeal. And so Chloe turns around and they get angry. Literally, they're getting furiously angry to the point of no return. And because of it, these people are sitting there getting angry because you got a deal on the table where you can buy a ticket, plane, train, or bus to get them out, the fastest way possible. Instead, look what happens. Then you got fucking people turning around, starting to shitstorm, basically going and, basically demanding the advocates, oh, can you hold my kid here longer? Look, oh, my kid's on the lease. They look, it doesn't matter. I'm the fucking responsible one. Chloe's mom has been responsible for jack shit. So if I get fucking evicted because fucking loudmouth trombone in there, or tuba, literally, is going to get us kicked out, canned. I mean, literally, we are going to be hurting, and that's where it sucks. I mean, I'm the responsible by law. So if I get kicked out, she could just go home and be like, I'm going home now. Like Forrest Gump. I'm going home now. And turns around and goes home. Look, I mean, I love Chloe dearly, okay? I'm not trying to belittle Chloe in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, look at the big picture here. I got too many people basically looking at it from a point of view of abuse. State agency wants it. Chloe, I mean, look. I mean, literally, I had to give a report. Okay, let me give you a report. So the lady turns around, right? Lady turns around. She says, got any more information to give? I'm still putting together a case. If Chloe doesn't want you going into these appointments or something, then, I said, look, Chloe doesn't want me. It doesn't even want to be on this island. Why do you keep pushing? Lady turned around and said, Chloe can feel free to pack up tomorrow morning. The longer she stays there, the more longer that's going to basically do a number on you. Well, it is. It's basically depleting me physically. I mean, literally. I mean, let me put it this way. I was just looking at this can, right? There's not even a pinch in this can, okay? And Chloe turns around today and says, oh, God, I have a pinch. There's not a fucking pinch in there. How the fuck do you get it? I mean, literally, you go swoop up everything and go, like freaking taking bone dry cans. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like these cans. I know, I've been meaning to write a note to Jose about it. I've been writing him every day, but if you look at this can, there's nothing in there. There's not even a dry morsel anywhere because Chloe sucked it all out. And now I love Chloe dearly as a person, but not as a partner. Problem is there's too many profitable variables. All right. Now you guys are probably wondering. I mean, look, she hasn't worked for 4 years. She's not getting mental help. A lot of people think, well, no, mental help means, like Chloe asked about this one, right? This can is not even. Last night I was watching a lot of videos, okay? So let's just give you an example of what happened. You guys remember last night's video, Secondary Captain's Log. Chloe goes to the store, okay? Literally goes to the store. And goes to the store. I specifically told her, if there's no cherry tobacco, don't get any. She comes back with this, paying $10 a can. Now, a lot of you can say, oh, well, it's $10. Who cares, right? As my love Jose would say, that's $10. I ain't seeing back. I don't like classic straight. That's all they had. But he's like, oh, come in next week and you can get Skull next week. Well, all right. So here's the next problem. Told her, here's X amount on my card. Pick me up a half gallon of milk and 1 package of cheese. That should cover the other expense, and I still have money left over for my Amazon Prime. Otherwise, I got to redo it on the 3rd. What happened? She comes back. I asked, and she says, "Oh, use your debit card for the milk." Well, and stuff. And other things. So in the end, I don't have any for my Amazon Prime because a person doesn't listen. And then people ask me literally how disabled they are. You see, and that is where I get kind of pissy. Now, I love Chloe dearly, but if Chloe's own family, she must get her ears from her mom because her mom never listens. She cuts people off. She gets angry. She's demanding. She wants what she wants. Literally, as they say, classic narcissist. Yet, I'm not belittling her. What I'm saying is, look at the big pictures here. I got a Social Security agency lady, basically wants to prove her, but doesn't want to know. Now the lady's basically wondering why I haven't decided to go and buy. If you notice my pants, okay, right here. Here's my pants, okay. As you can probably see. All right. Right there. There's a hole right here. See? Right there. Big hole. Big ocean hole. At least you can see nothing. Everything's protected. But you see? Then the lady turns around. Well, yeah, my underwear is somewhat showy now. But you see what the lady does. The lady says, well, why can't you buy new jammy tops or jammy bottoms or whatever, right? And I go, well, I can't buy new. I'm not wearing a bra right now. This is my braless shirt. But, if I unclip these, people would be. So, anyways, it goes like this. So we go ahead and we turn around, and what happens is we get things moving along. Unfortunately, the problem is about moving things along. The problem is about me, and, the lady has to make a report, okay? Now, Chloe's paranoid. Oh my God, I'm gonna pay your status, and they're gonna put me in a group home. Group homes take a long time to get to. Now, I know my family's sitting there laughing their ass off because of it, but look, the more you delay this shit, the more it's gonna hurt, literally. Fortunately, the problem is, excuse me, that wasn't ladylike. If you did hear it, it was pretty gassy. I've been gassy all night, so it's probably those taquitos trying to pass out. But I had like a giant rock one come out this morning because of the cheese. But I gotta admit, So what happened was we turned around and we turned around and what happened was Chloe and I were talking about um, Chloe and I were talking, and Chloe doesn't understand. She's on the mentality that she needs an income, which, well, if you need an income, you either wait for disability or get a job. The problem is when it comes to the Social Security thing, they're turning around and going, look, Rita hasn't bought underwear for herself or socks for herself or new pants or jammies or whatever. I mean, that stuff stacks up. People look at it, right? And a lot of people say, well, you buy underwear when you get holes in your underwear. That's fine and dandy, but that's fine and dandy. The problem um, like I said, is what happens with, this whole thing. Chloe doesn't understand. Lady gets fired, her work case goes to someone else, and that's it. The thing is everyone knows, including my own entire family, knows that the entire world goes around to, um, goes around to, um, um, other issues. I mean, literally other issues. Like, for example, family would turn around and say, look, we don't want you to spend our tax dollars on a freeloading mooch. And, well, the state basically thought, that it would be fine to do so. And I mean, literally, I've been hurting. I mean, people ask me what financial, I would do, And what's sad is the fact that we are, um, in a continuous feed cycle, where I need to get out of this negativity. And to do it, I my advocates are all fighting for me. They're like, look, Rita shouldn't be taking care of this. Rita shouldn't be doing that. Rita shouldn't be doing this, and it's it's sad. It's literally sad, And to me, I kind of uh fit upset, because every time I turn around, uh I'm sad, and my everyone has their own thoughts, Sorry, I was looking up something too because there's an email I was looking for, and I was just checking out some. I guess I deleted it. Sometimes I delete things, I gotta go pop stuff in there, but I got stuff from like promotions, yeah. Sometimes you get stuff from Amazon, but I was looking for something for Amazon. I'll have to check Amazon directly because I have Ah, okay. Right. So basically, I was just checking on something, anyways, to make sure. I'm kind of worried about my family member. Hopefully they're fine. I emailed, I gave them an update. I'm just like, I'm fine. Just leave me be, and I'm fine, And you want to get in touch with me, you can email me or call. I wrote Jose, I've been writing Jose daily, and nothing to report. I was telling him I was looking into some answers, and my answers came back nil, basically nil, basically. So far, I've gotten like 2 emails. I'm still waiting in, and the rest are nil. So, I write him about different things. Finally, I do got to talk about my game. Now, this morning, Chloe gets up. She's like, I'm going to make you some coffee. And I'm going, whatever. Okay, that's fine. Give me the damn coffee and I'll be happy, right? Chloe turns around, starts in on me. I'm like, look, it's not my job to support you. I'm going to wait 6 months because they're delaying it because the lady gets canned. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I mean, this is the fucking shit that I got to deal with every fucking day. The lady's not going to delay it 6 months. She doesn't get fired. She'll be reprimanded. And she'll look deeper into these things. If she gets fired, well, your case will be handed off to someone else. Enough said, fortunately. So what happens? So what happened was last night, Chloe's sitting there and we're playing this game and she's like, oh, we're laggy. She's complaining about it, right? And the zones were hard. I learned that Chloe goes ahead and she maps out her entire map first. And then she double backs, okay? She doesn't sit there and say, oh, there's 40 points of interest. We'll go and work together on them. No, she does her own points of interest first. And then she makes me go back through them. So that's double the time. And then she's like, ooh, well, now I'm working on, what was I'm working on now? One of the other skills, I got, like hero challenges, there's a few. And she's like, oh, you need shifting sands. Well, we got it. Let's get these hero challenges done from area to area, get it done, and go to the jungle. But then she springs on the Vabi area and Valley of Vabi or whatever. So we're stuck on zone 5. And I'm like, I hope there's no more 5 zones because these things are huge. She's like, well, they're trying to get their money's worth. Yeah, we got our money's worth plus some. I mean, I spend 8+ hours a day, and then I hear Chloe, look, if she wants to take a break, that's fine. I'll continue on my own story. The problem with Chloe is she's like, oh, well, yeah. I mean, literally, to me, it makes me sad. Okay, literally, it disturbs me to no end, and because of it, you know, she gets angry and she doesn't want to do anything. Well, fine, you don't have to do anything. I mean, literally, she bitches all the time about wanting off this island. The opportunity's there. Take it. I mean, I literally don't want to basically put up with my morning coffee with fucking listening to some no opinion, some poor son of a bitch sod who's basically giving a cry story over fucking spilled milk if the lady gets canned. I mean, look, what you're basically now your Social Security benefits might be delayed because someone's investigating because some fucking person found out I'm disabled and I can't take care of you. I mean, I'm not calling them a son of a bitch. I'm basically saying, it's spilled milk. I mean, literally, it is spilled milk. I mean, to me, it is, spilled milk. And yet, same time, people turn around and they don't complain. I mean, literally, to me, I am upset. All right. literally. And I'm tired of, and you know what? The overall picture is I'm calling it now. Okay, people say, well, you should get her on disability and get her in check. Her big check. I'm calling it now. Okay, everyone knows that she's gonna get that check and she's going to fucking flee. Literally, she's gonna just pack up and leave. Thing is this is the biggest, and the lady at Social Security said if that happened, literally. The lady basically today, okay, she messages me this morning. I said, yeah, look, Chloe's sleeping need to let you know we had a couple problems. Chloe's paranoid. She doesn't want me talking to this guy. She says, well, we can throw it all in the trash. Literally, then Chloe can be denied. But you're the key to this all. I said, look. I said, last night, and I explained it to her. She said, so the lady doesn't have any shopping skills. I said, the lady doesn't realize when I say if they don't have cherry, don't buy. The lady's like, well, she said, yeah, the lady's addicted to it. So she'll choose the first available, and they have to put that down. Then I said, half gallon of milk, not a gallon. We'll get a gallon of milk and 2 packages of cheese. There goes my money, too. Oh, I got the deal. Told you we needed to save money, and this is where we were staying, Again, the lady had to put that in there that she can't manage properly. Literally, she can manage if she wants to get a sale, but she's not managing on other things. I said I lost my prime till the 3rd. She's like, I'm so sorry you lost your prime. I said I rely on Prime for, movies while I'm getting transitioned to the next month and I don't have it. I said I have everything else, but, it's spilled milk, basically, is what I told her. I said, I'll get over it. Of course, the lady and I were talking about entertainment venues and, the lady basically thinks Chloe would be mishandling that big check anyways. So, that's the other thing. She's, I said there's so many ideas. Talking about ideas, okay? I've spent 3 years looking after Chloe. In 3 years, look what's happened, 3 years, and I'm not complaining at all. A lot of people say, whatever. Chloe's always bitching about her battery needs to be replaced. Well, I would have got you a battery and a plug, but I lost my Amazon thing till next month. And then Chloe's always, let me just say, for the record, trans people are always worried about their hormones. She's like, I'm going to be around. I'm going to be masculinizing. Look, you're not masculinizing. Problem is like the lady said to me, the Social Security lady. She said it best. How do you pay for something you can't use? Literally, she said, how do you pay? And this is something my family never taught me, Well, I should have seen the signs there. Literally, I owe my family so much in Oregon. They mean the world to me. And they taught me a lot of values, honestly. And one of the things was, my cousin-in-law always taught that life is hard. Life is truly hard. Well, with Chloe, it's super hard, okay? Jokingly aside. But the reason I say she and Corey taught me a lot is because they know as well as I do. It's not easy. My cousin was right. She had the right to say, well, I need to find someone else to find the trip to. Well, they went to Texas. Reason for it is simple. I didn't expect life to be able to throw me a curveball with a $91 med bill or $121.62 electric bill. And the people say, well, what happens. Well, but then there's those other curveballs, The whole electric problem was just a tip of the iceberg, And people turn around and I wanted to thank them because, they basically opened my eyes up. The traveling is a luxury, basically. Traveling is a luxury. Just to get off this rock, as they call, which we have a lot of stuff shipped in. the travel off island is a luxury. I mean, getting on the ferry and having a hot dog and a beer is a luxury. Going to this appointment for Chloe is a luxury. And then there's the other problem, which is hold on one second, okay? Please give me a second. Are you okay? What happened now? So I apologize. Chloe got angry. She was screaming in the other room about her computer acting up, and I told her to run virus scans, and so get rid of the spyware and stuff if there is any. But anyways, back to my thing. Where were we, anyways? Well, yeah. So I thank them for teaching me, that things cost money. Things cost money, and money is hard to come by. And so I wanted to share that with you all because money is hard. I mean, literally. I mean, if the love of my life's watching this, later through that, I wrote you another letter. You've been getting letters mailed daily. Before bed, I drop a letter in the mailbox every day. So I just wanted to share that with you, just to give you updates what's going on. And Jose knows money is scarce too. I mean, literally, money is literally scarce. I mean, I lost my Amazon Prime, which I get back on the 3rd, which means I can't do anything till the 3rd. Then I got to send Jose a little bit of coffee because I want him to try some new blends I found. But you know how it is. I mean, literally, money is scarce, and people say, oh, well, but I do need to get off island eventually to go get pants. And that's something the lady said, when you get off island, go get some pants. I agree. I mean, the world doesn't revolve around, people sit there and, my family, Dinky, we always joked about video games. It was a little family joke. I don't dwell on games because I don't have enough money to get games. Literally, yeah, and I think family think, oh, well, I invest in games. No, I don't. I mean, I spent $30. Okay, let me tell you how much I spent. I spent $30 plus tax. I got 2 expansions. One was free when you buy the other. I got a gym card, some other stuff. And, total of my gaming hours right now is approximately 160 hours for 2 expansions. And I am almost completed expansion 2. Expansion 1's in the jungle. So when I complete expansion 2, I will jump into it and go and get expansion 1 done. Which means 1's already done. I just do map completion and collect all the enemies and level grind and etc. And when that's done, then they say there's 30 to 40 additional hours on Living World Season 2, which I spent on some gems. It was like 900 gems, and that gave me an additional 40 hours. 40 additional hours. Well, people can sit there and say, well, that's not bad. Then I went and used like 1,300 gems, and I bought Season World Living Season 3, which again is like 60 hours to 80 hours. So I'm getting an additional 100 hours of content minimum. Then there's Season World 4, which is at least 80 to 100 hours. So I'm getting an additional 200 hours on this online game. And right now, the mastery goes to 317 masteries. I am at mastery level 51 out of level 80 character, which means it goes across the board to my other characters. My thing is I busted my ass getting there. And, it's not easy. I mean, you have to do group events. You got to do, like we had 3 meta events last night. I got like 9 chests. I was walking around this one area where Chloe disappeared for a while, and I ran across a legendary with about 50 other people, and they're like, hey, join us. I'm like, cool. They basically, I had to revive a lot of them because they were up close. I'm a distance fighter, so I use my bow, and at the end, people are like, here's a gold piece. You basically revived us, you helped us, etc. And I'm going, whoa, I'm just here for fun. You don't have to give me your money. And they said the distance fighters, are usually the ones that do the less damage, but they also, with their specialties like I use Soul Beast, just mowed them down. So to me, it felt good, basically knowing I was in a battle with someone fighting a legendary and being like, yeah, look at that. We caught some legendaries, you know. Or I'll follow a bounty train and I'll go take out 3 or 4 bounties of people. People are like, hey, one lady basically ran away, and I ran into her and I said, hey, why'd you run? She says, well, I almost lost my life 20 times. And I'm like, you didn't even lift a finger. You basically ran around and revived people. And then when you got your ass kicked, you ran away. Whereas me, I'm in the back row basically attacking everything and knowing it down. Me and my bear Moppy, or my snow leopard Tara, or my polar bear Rita, or my wolf Corey, just mowing everything down, just taking everything down. And or my links, or etc. And I rely on my bear to help me a lot, because my bears and I'm a ranger, so I control nature and I control animals, and so I just like sick them, and all of a sudden they're going after the enemies, and I'm just mowing them down too. So to me, the content is there. So I've been talking a little bit about my games to Jose in my letters, because it's something to do to pass the time while waiting for my computer to be returned to me again, because the hard drive. That's the only problem. And this time around, they were more gentle with the box. The guy got back to me, Charlie. He says, your computer's here. It's being repaired. We'll have it back to you in no time. We're sending a 2-day error so we don't have this problem. And we're putting in more styrofoam, more stuff. I said, you guys took my box. He says, oh, yeah, we have your box right here, man. You shouldn't have sent it, but we'll send the original box back too. So we were very apologetic, but my thing is I rely on my laptop, and, my family, they were great, because, I don't have a lot of money, so I, set aside some for, the computer, but I rely on my computer. Now, I know Chloe's talking about moving. She's like, oh, yeah, we're going to move when I get the retro check. If you get approved, which more likely she will, but we don't know if there's a P or no P or whatever. The lady wants a lot. I mean, the lady basically is putting that into the records, because, like the lady said, if you can't basically fall, I mean, if I go to my cousin Dinky, okay, for example, or Corey, and say, hey, I'm not feeling too well. Here's a list. I want half a gallon of milk, some butter, and some cheese. I know my cousin will joke, well, those are luxury items. Well, it is, but at least they'd follow through. If I said, oh, give me 30 cans of PBR, they'd be like, no, but I'm not really a big beer drinker. Problem is again, it's expensive. So one of the things that, talking about finances is that Chloe, doesn't realize, is, a lot of people are saying, well, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and, the lady realizes it, and the lady really wants to make this work, but she also is afraid, that Chloe will get her money, run home to Mama, and then Mama might control the money, or something else. I mean, literally, the advocates want Chloe gone. Chloe is not an easy person to live with, and they are, literally, she'll basically yell and scream if her game doesn't work right. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart Windows, reinstall Windows. Well, get to it then. Your game saved on a server. I mean, last night I set her up on my game, my computer, and she didn't play it. So I was like, you know what? I mean, literally, it's sad. It literally is sad. So for me, I do everything I can. I'm nice, polite. Everyone knows this, and yet I'm being crapped on me every time I turn around. Okay, and this is where it saddens, and like this morning. Okay, I was talking to Chloe. Okay, and I said, well, she's panicked that the APS lady's gonna do something to this lady that's doing the Social Security adjuster. I said, look, Social Security adjuster put in her file. Put in your file that I need to take care of you. When she found out I was on disability, she basically shit gold bricks, because it came to her and she was angry. Literally, she's angry because she was told, look, you can't do this and you can't do that. I mean, look, my family basically stated the same thing. When will it end, And this lady realized, when you're spending that kind of money, you got to realize that, you can't basically support. I can't barely buy a trip to Wenatchee or Portland or whatever. And then I hear, what about my hormones? What about my hormones? What about my hormones? It's like, it's not about your hormones. I mean, it's about taking care of myself. I mean, literally. I mean, you know, I mean, we're on day 20 of February, and people sit there and they say, "Well, what about finances?" And it's like, look, all the bills are paid. The only problem we have right now are bills, and people turn around and they are literally worried because you know, food. That's the food problem. Hold on one second, everyone. I need to pull something out of the oven. So there you go, everyone. So basically, I gotta let that cool now. So basically, what happened was, like I said, is she turns around, and the Social Security lady is like, you gotta look at the big picture, and no, the lady knows I can't basically support myself, let alone someone else. I mean, literally, the lady asked me the other day. She's like, "How being nice?" She says, "How are you at food?" I said, "Well, I got cream of mushroom and tomato soup to eat. It's coming up." And I said, I got a ham, I got two turkeys, I got two Cornish game hens, I got club sandwiches, 3 nights of that. And so the lady basically turned around and I said, I can make everything last until payday. Problem is, we're struggling because, because of the food. I mean, the lady, Chloe's always panicked and paranoid, that the government's out to get her, or they're going to give her pay status because she'll go out and buy cookies when she should be eating ramen or whatever. I mean, like the lady said the other day, Chloe woke me up this morning. Okay, she looked at me and she says, "Do you want this clam chowder?" And I'm like, I'm in bed sleeping. I'm like, no. I roll over and went to sleep. I mean, literally, thanks for asking, but no, I don't want it. I mean, I usually, when I eat a can't buy clam chowder, I buy 2 cans, throw some extra clams in it. And so, to me, it's like, whatever. I don't mind a good mushroom soup now and then either. I get mushroom soup, But she's like, okay, that's great. So, I told the lady, that, when we go to the food bank, which is due in 2 days, they'll give us more milk and bacon, which is fine, bread. I can make club sandwich. She's like, cool. Problem is, we have ham, we got to cook, we got, I mean, 9 days to go, 9 days of entertainment. I'm hoping to get through Zone 2, Pathfire. I should get that completed soon. I was hoping by Sunday, but I doubt it because the map is even one zone in this area. But the problem is it's, etc., so it's an entertainment thing, and yet, the problem is, you know, everyone out there is uh yeah, it's an entertainment thing, but money's hard to come by, and the lady knows. I mean, literally, I told the lady I had $70 or $80 put aside for laundry, and we used it all. I mean, literally, we used all of it, and because of it, you know how it went. So, my $80, my family would be basically shitting gold bricks. They heard me talk about $80 a quarters. And it's hard. I mean, it is literally hard. And so to me, I just wanted to share that with you all, that it's difficult. Money is hard to come by, and so when my love offers to help me, I am always appreciative, or, oh, I want to get you a present. I'm appreciative. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll take a present. He knows what I want, but, it's not his obligation to get it for me either. So to me, it's like, the whole, um, um, retro check thing, for example. Chloe's like, oh, I want to move. Oh, I want to buy a new computer. Oh, I want to. She was talking about going on a cruise from Seattle to Hawaii and back. That's nice and dandy if you get the extra food packages and the drink packages. So, but me, I do probably stay in my room mostly because, I don't want to be bothered, and you can't go swimming if you have a service dog. They don't want you near the pool. And, so, all right, what are you doing today? You're sitting on a power plant. Come here. There you go. How are you doing? Huh? You didn't like you? Huh? Oh, yeah, he's just so adorable. He's just sleeping down there. So, well, anyways, so, you got Chloe has all these ideas, yet, they can't come to fruition yet until, you get approved. And, to me, it's not bad and dandy. I think it's cool, that she's thinking about a cruise, but I also think it's cool that she's thinking of other issues, So, you know how it is. So, to me, it's hard, And on top of that, sometimes people say, oh, well, why are you sleeping days? Well, because I'm a night owl. Okay, I went to bed really late last night, literally, and that's because I sat up watching reviews and travel tips and stuff on cruise lines because I thought it'd be cool, And I got, as I told Jose in my letter, you can always find something on YouTube. Literally. I mean, that's how I see it. Literally, you can find always something on YouTube. And, to me, it's, it's awesome, and I think it's pretty cool. So, and so, but yeah, anywho, basically, that's what I wanted to say, that, I'm tired of, being a whipping post. Chloe knows this. I don't like her basically sitting there and then all of a sudden I'm an asshole because I'm like, don't talk about that lady who sexually assaulted you because I don't want to know. She stole from me. She got away with it and everything else. And then I am sitting in the middle going, can't we have a good night? I mean, like last night, for example, like I said, she was doing. And I was like sitting there waiting for dinner. Finally I made a sandwich and then I made something else and this and that. And usually I don't eat a lot of food. If I eat a sandwich, I'm lucky for the day. People say, oh, well, you should eat more. You're thin and bones or skin and bones. It's like, well, yeah, I am skin and bones just because I'm too busy, with other issues, And so, people say, well, you need to eat more. You need to eat more. You need to eat more. To me, I'm like, yes, I need to eat more. I need to eat more. I need to eat more. But, the thing is I can't eat more because, the lack of groceries. And I've been trying to teach Chloe valuable lessons in life because I grew up with life skills. Okay, when you go to school, they sit there and they're like, here's the weekly ad. Figure out if you want to do it. And then they take you shopping daily, various shops. I used to go to Olson's. I used to go to Fred Meyer's. I used to go to Walmart. I used to go to Safeway. I used to go to KFC or what is it? QFC. Yeah, QFC. Red Apple, all these different places. There's Hagen's, we went to all these different shops, now they're down to Safeway, Fred Meyer's, and Walmart. And, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But, growing up, going through the schooling process, family, being special education, they're like, you're going to, my mom would be like, here's a grocery list for the week's groceries, or oh, you're going daily to these places that put you on a little bus and they take you these places. And it wasn't bad, but it was boring. Or sometimes they're like, oh, well, today we're going to go ahead and shop for food, and then we're going to show you how to use a laundromat, and then we're going to show you how to, other issues like, well, not just a laundromat, for example. Like we'd go to restaurants, we'd end up at my mom's restaurant. She worked at Denny's, and they're like, well, don't forget to pay and this and that. My mom would turn to the teacher and say, look, you know as well as I do that I don't have to charge my kid anything because I'll just pay out of my own pocket. And he goes, I don't get to see my kid when I'm at work, and it's great to see my kid. So people would get angry that I didn't pay the bill, because my mom would be like, what you want? Sometimes my mom would be like, well, there's a special right now. Maybe we'll come here for dinner too, and or we'll go to a different Denny's, or etc. So being taught all these different values, we were taught how to maintain life skills, because special education people need to have life skills if they're going to live by themselves and stuff. And that's one thing that I learned. It's hard. I mean, it's hard basically sitting within a budget. My family used to take me shopping and be like, oh, while you're waiting for disability, you get 600 food stamps and $550 on cash assistance. Here you go. Let's go grocery shopping, and I'd go shopping, eventually I got on disability and the food stamp got cut in half and then cut in half and then cut in half. And finally it's like I had Medicaid, Medicare, and then all of a sudden I was only getting Medicaid care, So to me, it's been a valuable lesson to learn, So to me, for example, when Chloe went ahead and got the little shooters of Fireball, bad idea, by the way. She got it, and it was a great little Valentine's present. The problem is to me, I didn't like it. I did not like it one bit. The feeling was bad, and so to me, I mean, I've had beer last month that wasn't bad, but those are luxury items. And people can sit there and funnel money into alcohol. They can funnel money into vodka, gin, tequilas, and to me, I can't. I'm literally funneling my money into extra groceries. Toilet paper, paper towels, dish soap. I mean, I go to the grocery store. I have a list I always follow now. I'd go in there and be like, oh yeah, I need 2 bottles of dish soap or 3 bottles. Need to get a couple packs of bar soap, body wash, shaving cream. I mean, the other day I was at the store and I picked up some razor blades, which I usually don't get, razor blades that are 3 blades. I go with 5 blades. I'm using my 5 blades even though they're dull because I prefer 5 blades over 3 blades, And so to me, it is a big picture. So, we were taught differently, So to me, it all comes down to what will you do, And to me, like I said, I am doing what I can, but it's hard. So, when it comes to the Social Security lady, Chloe and etc. Well, thank you. When it comes to Chloe and Social Security, etc., you got to ask yourself, literally, it's not Chloe's fault. Chloe wants to blame herself. She can't blame herself for a Social Security error where they're investigating because one lady said, I need to take care of Chloe. I mean, it got to the lady somehow. The lady basically was realizing, oh, she's on disability, But, at the same time, they're trying to find out, like I said many, many times in my videos, And I think Poppy understands it. Tara and Corey do. Chloe's mom does. Chloe's mom thinks Chloe needs a group home. Again, group homes are full. Now, what do? The point is, you can't do anything with it, literally. So, excuse me, that wasn't ladylike. I had a little soda. Basically, what is going on, like I said, is the fact that, we are struggling, literally struggling, and the lady knows this. I mean, literally, the lady, I mean, when the lady asked, how come you haven't gotten pants? Well, I'm paying bills. Oh, well, how come you can't get certain things? Well, I'm paying bills. I mean, literally, that's all it is. I mean, literally, I'm one of those that people turn around and they ask me literally why, I'm getting a game that can take 3 years to beat the vanilla for free. And then I buy the expansion, which means I can unlock special features, which is great because in the field, I can go and my bags are full, so I just go in and sell everything in the black line market, and then continue on my quest where I don't have to go around finding a merchant like I used to, being like, "Hey, Chloe, where's the merchant? Oh, the merchant's over here where you need to go." I mean, I'm doing a funny voice, okay? I'm not doing Chloe's actual voice, but I asked Chloe literally, "Where's the merchant?" And she's like, "Oh." And she used to tell me, it'd be better if you're basically in the field with me and you just go to the market right there in the little market icon and buy what you need.
Sell what you have to sell.
The problem I don't like with the market is, and Chloe knows this, is when you get the market, right? I got gold to pick up. Fortunately, the problem is with the market is they don't mail you in the mail system your items, except for like certain items. Otherwise, you got to go to a black market lion shop in one of the cities to pick up your purchases. And that, in my opinion, is, not good. I mean, look, for example, we're talking about finances. Chloe and I were trying to get the family size thing of meatballs, but they never have it. So we stockpiled Salisbury steaks. And these 6 little Salisbury steaks are approximately on sale. They were $3 a pack, no sales tax, 2 for $6. They're usually $5.49 on the island, and I usually stockpile a freezer full. My freezer usually is full of these things. I have a chest freezer, so I stockpile them. Okay, I personally like these, and they're filling. My family knows I like these little Salisbury steaks, And, to me, I'd rather spend $5.29 or $4.49 when they're on sale. I eat these over buying $14 in chicken tenders. The chicken tenders can be expensive at times. I'd rather eat these than pay a boatload of money or a buttload of money for other stuff. I mean, honestly, I love my food, but I'm also looking at finances. If I cut out the chips and I cut out the dip, chip dip, then I'd have a lot more money too. And, same with cookies. And everyone knows that I'm, looking at not eating a lot of sweets. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I mean, literally, I ate some shredded lettuce recently that I didn't like because it was taco shredded lettuce. And so, when salad's on sale, I'll buy salad dressing. I mean, one of the things that I live on was Aaron. Was these Salisbury steaks? We'd either have mashed potatoes with it and gravy. We used gravy, it was provided, or we would buy mac and cheese to go with it. And we'd have Salisbury steak, mac and cheese. That was our dinner. Now, these are affordable because of it. I mean, you go to Walmart, when I do take the cooler, we usually buy these for about $2.75 each. And I'm telling you, people say, well, with me and Aaron, we used to split it mac and cheese 3 and 3. Whereas Kool-Aid I found Banquets, they were doing $1.50, and Dinky knows this one. Where they had Salisbury steaks and mashed potatoes combined, 3 Salisbury steaks and mashed potatoes for $1.50. I mean, it's a filling meal. And to me, I find this to be really affordable, and this is my only meal for the day, so I just enjoy my meal, and it's filling. I mean, that's how it is. And so, with me, I need to cut corners because, as my advocates know, I'm taking care of Chloe, so I buy a lot of this. Yeah, the advocates are like, look, they're always reminding me, that, it's not my job to take care of someone else, when I'm struggling because, I'm living on, stuff that people sit there and think, oh, that's cheap, but cheap or not, it's affordable. I mean, literally. I used to enjoy once in a while getting the meatloaf. Well, I used to have these beef patties. It tasted like Salisbury steaks. But growing up with my mom around, she always got the family size Salisbury steaks. Or the family size for $1 at the time, back in the day. The Swanson's family size, which I don't even know if Swanson's still around. The turkey gravy with stuffing and turkey. I mean, you get like 2 pounds of turkey, and gravy, and tasted real good. Sure, like, and so to me, thank you. To me, it's affordable. Oh. So, for that to say, I am, happy, on what I eat. And so, but, this is one of the things I'm teaching Chloe is I won't be around forever. And, she needs to learn, life skills, like I go through weekly and she's like, any good ads? And I'm like, no, or yes, or yeah, there's these 3 items, milk, eggs, and butter,
I
and
didn't have those
cheese.
kind of classes in high school. Instead, I had all the regular classes regular students had.
I found being blessed, with what I had out there. The state did take care of me when it came to those types of classes, so they prepare me for if I'm on disability or life skills or budgeting. And I mean, it was just, budgeting and stuff like that. We had to maintain a budget. We had to maintain, everything else. Excuse me, that wasn't ladylike. But the point is, the point is we had to have these types of lessons, and to me, it's not cool. Nowadays it is cool, but back then I always thought it sucked. But hey, it works. But I'm also trying to teach Chloe lessons, not just about life skills, but certain things like for example, to let go of things, not to dwell on things, yeah, neighbor pissed you off and assaulted you, yeah, you might forgive and forget, but even if you can't forget, you need to sweep that under the rug. if your dad pissed you off and became a fucking female and he thinks he's better than that hot shit, sweep it under the rug. Don't even think about it. Yeah, we can make fun of dad, but
he's not even anywhere near hot.
well, a lot of people want to lick his fart box, so that tells you something right there. But anyways, the point is let them worship your dad. Just sweep it under the carpet. You have enough life to live without dwelling on stuff. I mean, look, let me put it to you this way, okay? The point is, everyone, is, for example, there are some problems in my life and problems with family, etc. I mean, let me give you an example, okay? I literally asked Chloe today a question about psychiatry, psychologists, and things that therapists would ask. Well, what do you do in this situation? Literally, I mean, if Chloe was in my position and I had no income and Chloe was supporting me, Chloe would feel the same damn way. Social Security is investigating, okay? They're being investigated because I have benefits. They're being investigated because, the APS lady basically is going after someone because the advocates are mandated reporters, and they're like, oh, Rita's taking care of Chloe, and the state agencies, the state and federal agencies that are paying Rita are investigating, wanting Rita to pay Chloe's way, doesn't realize that Rita's on benefit. So the lady basically kept putting the record, Rita will take care of Chloe unless Chloe leaves to go to Ohio. That was what the record said. Rita will support her. I begged her to put, so what happened? APS lady got involved, got in touch, asked me about it. I said, yeah, the lady begged me to take care of Chloe. Well, first of all, the lady that's adjusting Chloe to make sure her medical records are good to get her a disability doesn't realize that even though she works with two agencies, she works with the Social Security Administration as the adjuster, but she also works on the state side for the medical adjuster side for Medicaid and other things, the DSHS side, Department of Social Health Services. It falls on the jurisdiction of the APS lady. APS lady says, did you say these things? She says, yes, I did. But what's it to you? Well, the lady's on disability. Well, that basically opened up a huge big can of worms, bigger than that. And that's because people were saying, look, you can't take care of you can't take care of this, you can't take care of that, and, talking to Poppy and stuff, they're like, look, you can't afford to go to Portland, for example, to help out your family because, you got a $91 and $121 bill. Where's the money coming from to go down there? Lo and behold. Second problem was, the same thing as Poppy said. How am I supposed to support two people? And that includes things when Chloe runs out of money, I mean, yeah, the lady basically didn't say Chloe needs a payee. Maybe Chloe's, as the lady stated, maybe her cookies and her candies are her comfort food. But still, you need to make your food channel last, So if you go out, like say, for example, Chloe decides, hypothetically, to go out and, well, let's just say they're on sale. Okay. Let's just say they're on sale. Okay. 2 for $6. Okay. So Chloe goes out and they're $3 each, right? And she knows we have a chest freezer. And she says, oh, I'm tired of ramen, these little ramen bowls. I think I will change to Salisbury steak. They're 2 for $6. If she spends and buys 10 of those, that's $60. Okay. So let's just say she's getting 20 of them for the price of 10. Okay. 20 Salisbury steak family. That's 2/3 of the month for $60. The lady's like, that can be freaking done. If you spent $4.49 for 10, that's $4.49. That's 10 meals right there that she can live on Salisbury steaks. That's 1/3 of a month. You choose over, oh, well, I think I'll pick up another 10. So 20 of those for 2/3 of the month. Let's just say it's $80 out of 200. Okay, that's 120 left over, but you're living on something with proteins over, living on ramen bowls. So to me, this is where the lady is basically stating, you got to think of things. If Chloe wants a club sandwich, for example, or wants club sandwiches, and she gets 4 pounds of bacon a month, let's just say hypothetically, she could take the 4 pounds of bacon, right, go to the store and spend $9 out of her money, $9. Let's just say a food bank provides the bread, right? $9. Bacon's cooking. All she's got to do is buy the sandwich makings, right? She can have club sandwiches twice on one block of bacon, okay? So 4 pounds, that's 8 meals, right? So let's just say she's got 20 Salisbury steak days, 8 days of club sandwiches. That's 28. And let's just say she needs to get through 30. All she's got to do is figure 2 meals out. She's got it covered, I mean, look at me. We had boxes and boxes of taquitos, for example. I ate half a box. Let me tell you, it didn't do too well with my stomach. The cheese and the taco seasoning did nothing on me. But you get the math, right? So what do we still got left? For example, we got taquitos. We got more taquitos. We got one family size thing. We got 5 pounds of bacon. We have sandwich meat. We have all this stuff. We should be good until payday. And if we do run out, all we got to do is pull a hammer turkey out of the freezer and, make sure it lasts. I mean, we have a crock pot, and we got pot soups that need to be pulled out of the fridge. All Chloe's got to do is pull them out, clean the fridge a bit, make a little room, dump out all the excess soups that we made because we didn't eat it all. We should have, but, and we have to focus on eating up what's been made up in the crock pot. So, for example, we don't need to sit there and go, oh, well, I want a Salisbury steak tonight. Well, there's a whole pot of soup. Let's just throw in some noodles in the soup, reheat it, make turkey noodle, okay, or ham and bean. I mean, I can make a ton of ham and bean for hell. And if Chloe's tired of club sandwiches, we can take 1 pound of bacon, throw it in there, and I can make bean and bacon soup. I mean, literally, it's these little things that can last 2 or 3 days with just a giant pot. I know Chloe might get tired of bean and bacon after 2 or 3 days, but you got to look at the thing. Some people don't have that pot of bean and bacon soup, so they have to struggle. So what am I saying? I mean, literally, what I'm saying out of love is you got to look at the big picture. I mean, literally, I'm not saying Chloe's bad, not saying Chloe's good. I'm just saying, but also, the Social Security lady also knows because of the financial part. They're not looking at a pay status. They are. What they're looking at is Chloe truly disabled? In my opinion, yes. Unfortunately, the lady has questions where the psychiatrist is going to ask Chloe what triggered this to make you disabled. No one knows. I mean, it's like Poppy said. She's never went to any of the mental places in these appointments with or without me that I know of, or the hospitals, where she sat down and told them what triggered her to be BPD or bipolar or narcissistic, for example. Let's just say narcissistic. Well, Poppy and I figured the narcissist out. It's because she doesn't have an income, that she basically clings on to everything. It's like, for example, the Social Security lady. Again, the Social Security lady, the APS lady, they're basically looking at Chloe as a person, okay? Let's just say as a person. Chloe tonight was like, I'm going to leave and I'm going to be homeless. There's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. She knows my motto, too. She's like, I need my checks. Fine, I'll give you your checks. Fortunately, the APS and the Social Security lady doesn't understand that, you're struggling financially. Okay, we're struggling. I mean, we're literally looking at the fridge. Oh, by the way, I got 2 Cornish game hens, too, I can make up. Thing is here's the deal. I can also have a side order soup to go with it. Here's the problem, or I can make chicken soup out of it. Just cook up the roasted chickens, peel off all the meat, throw them in make up a small batch of chicken soup. And, you got chicken soup. But here's the problem. Chloe is saying, well, I need my checks, right? She literally says it. Social Security lady, the advocates and everyone around, okay, sits there and they look at the picture, okay? Chloe knows I send her to the store. Go get me my milk. Go get some cheese. I'm making club sandwiches. Oh, like the other day, Chloe made a big mistake, okay? Let me tell you Chloe's big mistake the other day, okay? The other day, Chloe made a purchase, okay? She went in, she bought like some candy, okay? Now people say, oh, well, you can't live on candy. I was at the store, okay? Chloe knows I was furious. Chloe knows I didn't talk to her for like 12 hours. We're sitting and I'm pushing at home, and in my head I'm going, you son of a bitch, you cheap son of a bitch. You're getting your cheap son of a bitchness like your mom. And Chloe knows I'm angry. She's like, she knows when Rita's quiet, you better be looking out because something's not right. She knows this. You know, even if you're watching this, my love, Jose, you should know, if you upset me, I won't talk for 12 to 24 hours, okay? Be warned. So I'm pushing the little cart home that Tara got me, and I'm going, in my head, I'm going, you son of a bitch. Because here's the deal, okay? We're going through it, right? And I have a shopping list. I have to get those things like the cleaning supplies, the dish soap, etc. Chloe goes, I want club sandwiches. I said, okay, clubs require bacon, which we have, sourdough bread, unless you just want regular white bread. Sourdough is yummy, by the way. It's a little expensive. Sourdough breads, and some clubs require mayonnaise. I won't put mayonnaise on my sandwich again. And then requires ham and turkey, okay? Now, I get chicken, so I said, oh, I'll get and put in the little cart, you know, so all you got to do is pay for your sandwich meats. So she grabs her candy and snacks and stuff, and I'm walking up and down the aisle making sure I have everything, Ziploc bags, etc. And I get to I'm like looking for Chloe, I can't find her. She's already through the line. So on the way home, Chloe finally, like 12 hours later, said, what bee in your bonnet upset you? And I turned around and I said, you wanted club sandwiches, yet you basically wanted ham and turkey. I ended up buying ham, turkey, sourdough. Well, she bought one loaf of sourdough, but everything else I put together for the club sandwiches. Well, Chloe's afraid that this lady basically is going to say she's mentally incapable of managing her own funds because she goes through the line. I mean, I was telling Poppy the other day, okay, Poppy and I, we have a great relationship. I said to Poppy, I told him the story, and Poppy laughed, and he goes, can you say Uncle Donnie is reincarnated right now in Chloe's body? Uncle Donnie used to go and fill up his cart. Then, right before going through the checkout, he'd go and have a smoke. This happened for like 6 to 9 months. Finally, Uncle Jack went with him and drove over there. And he's trying to do it. And Jack's like, nope, we're getting in line. You're going to learn that Aaron and Rita is not your grocery bill for you to eat all these good foods that you want in the crock pot that Rita has while you sit there and basically live on other meals. So what happened? He had to buy his own groceries. So that day I was telling Poppy, felt like Uncle Donnie returned because Chloe just zipped through the line. It's like, oh, I'm ready, love. And I'm going. So I was angry. Furiously angry. I mean, like yesterday, I was quiet for 4 hours. Chloe finally said, what's wrong? I said, well, again, I had to let the Social Security lady know because to help with Chloe's case. But, like I said, I told Chloe, if they didn't have cherry tobacco, don't get any. Limit the funds that need to be spent because we have Amazon Prime to take care of them because I like the Amazon movies. Fortunately, now I got to pay full price because instead of paying $6.50, I got to pay $14 something a month. Chloe, on the other hand, is like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, well, we got a gallon of milk and 2 things of cheese. I said, just get a half gallon of milk and 1 thing of cheese, and we'd make everything balance it out. Instead, didn't work. So guess what happened? We got screwed. So money is tight around here, but you know, those Social Security ladies, you know, like literally listening to what I have to say, and I'm like, look, Chloe's disabled. I mean, literally, you know, but the lady also thinks that because tobacco is an addiction, that Chloe was only thinking about getting and filling the addiction part, whether it be her side of the addiction or mine. And so to me, you know, the lady basically, you know, knows that Chloe can make things work better. Chloe can sit there and look at, you know, she wants me to teach Chloe these lessons on life skills about ads, you know, literally on ads. I mean, for example, say we go to off the island on the 6th, okay, March, which we have to. We could swing by to Walmart if we wish after our appointment and go grab a quick bite to eat, or we could swing by Safeway and grab something and some groceries if there's a sale. I don't go to Safeway unless there's a sale, and that brings us to the other thing, is people sit there, okay, and Jose knows this as well as Dinky and the rest, is financially, I can't literally get some lunch out, literally. I mean, the other day I went to have lunch. It was a sandwich. Now, I went in, I was craving a club. Chloe, of course, went in and made herself a sandwich. I'm actually impressed with Chloe. She went into the grocery store, came out with a little baguette, cut it had a little knife and cut it up, and then made a sandwich right there. I mean, that's like a legendary classic that you can go in there and be like, what you're paying for your sandwich, I'm just going to go in and buy a little bit of, ingredients here, and for less than $5, I can make a huge sandwich. I mean, your sandwich is bigger than mine. Made me look like a chump, But my point is that I paid for a lady to put together a club sandwich, with a little additional ham. I mean, it was like turkey club with no ham, and I was just like slap on some ham, and they're like, okay. So I had ham on my sandwich, but you get the point. Point is I'm literally basically frugal when it comes to money, and so, Chloe's like, you're going to get paid. No, you're not. You're thinking you're getting paid. The thing is the lady, if you could basically balance your shopping list. I mean, look, the advocates already said they'd help with shampoo, conditioners, and other things. All you got to do is, and dish soap, is make sure to balance your groceries out, and think. Literally, I tried to teach this to Chloe. Let me read you a scripture that I've been teaching Chloe, okay? It's a scripture. I'm going to read it from this Bible today because it's large print, okay? Let me read you what it says, okay? And I read this to Chloe daily. I've been trying to read it to her every time she gets combative with me because it might help her. Mind you, it's a good scripture. And the scripture is pretty good. So it goes like this. So I advise you to live according to your new life in the Holy Spirit. Then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves.
Excuse me, sorry.
That wasn't ladylike. The old sinful nature loves to do evil, which is just the opposite from what the Holy Spirit wants. And the Spirit gives us desires that are opposite from what the sinful nature desires. These two forces are constantly fighting each other, and your choices are never free from this conflict. But when you're directed by the Holy Spirit, you're no longer subjected to the law, which means Moses' law. You follow the desires of your sinful nature, your lives will produce these evil results: sexual immorality, impurity. Sexual immorality, impure thoughts, eagerness for lustful pleasure, idolatry, participation in demonic activities, hostilities. Chloe does a lot of hostilities. Quarreling, jealousy. She does that. Outbursts of anger. Does that all the time. I've been trying to teach her that one. Selfish ambitions. Again, she has selfish ambitions. Divisions. The feeling that everyone is wrong except in those in their own little group. Envy, drunkenness, wild parties, and other kinds of sin. Let me tell you again, as I've told you before, that anyone living this sort of life will not inherit the kingdom of the Lord. But when the Holy Spirit controls our lives, he will produce kind of fruit in us: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Here there is no conflict with the law. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have nailed the passions and desires of their sinful nature to his cross and crucified them there. We are living by the Holy Spirit. Let us follow the Holy Spirit, leading us in any part of our lives. Let us not become conceited or irritate one another or be jealous of one another. Chloe needs to learn these tips. Unfortunately, the problem with Chloe is it goes in one ear and out the other. Now I'm going to read you this version because I have it set to this one. It's actually the Christian Standard version right here. This is Chloe's Bible. She doesn't touch it. I got a compact version to take with me at Gold Pages. As you can see, it cost me like $7. Great little Bible. It states here in this, print's really small, by the way. I mean, literally small. It says, I say then, walk by the Spirit, and will certainly not carry out the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is against the Spirit, and the Spirit desires what is against the flesh. These are opposed to each other, so that you don't do what you want. But if you're led by the Spirit, you're not under the law. Again, same thing. Now, the works of the flesh are obviously sexual immorality, moral impurity, promiscuity, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, strife, jealousy, outbursts of anger, selfish ambitions, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, carousing, and anything similar. I am warning you that those things, as I warned you before, that those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The law is not against such things. Now those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. And we are lived by the Spirit. Let us also keep in step with the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking one another, envying one another. You see, basically the moral code's right there. Chloe, of course, it goes in one ear and out the other. I mean, I could read you another version if you like, but you get the idea. The idea is that Chloe, of course, I'll get my old Bible out just to show you what I'm talking about. My old Bible, one my sister gave me, as you can see, is literally falling apart. But this Bible is the one that I go to every night. So basically, my favorite Bible is a study Bible. I just can't part with it because it's just so great. This is the Holman Christian, and it is really a great Bible. I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not carry out the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is against the Spirit, and the Spirit desires what's against the flesh. These are opposed to each other, so that you don't do what you want. But if you're led by the Spirit, you're not under the law. Now, the works of the flesh are obviously sexual immorality, moral impurity, promiscuity, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, strife, jealousy, outbursts of anger, selfish ambitions, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, carousing, and anything similar. I told you about those things in advance. As I told you before, those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faith, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. Now those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Since we live by the Spirit, we must also follow the Spirit. We must not become conceited, provoking one another, envying one another. So, basically, all these Bibles I've read, one says Moses' Law. I believe it's the NLT compact version, says under the Moses Law. But you get the ideas. I mean, literally, I've read and read and read, okay? And bottom line is, before I go, no, I'm not reading you any more Bibles. This one here is the one that Aaron had super good. This is my truly compact small Bible. You can see it's been through a lot. And, and I've used this Gold Gilded Pages for everything. Through my purse, I'd be reading this over coffee. I'd be doing anything I need to. Sitting on the toilet, this is what they call the handbook of handbooks. If you follow the handbook of God, I've been looking for a compact NIV Bible, but, the point is it doesn't work. So, anyways, so basically before I log off, I want to talk to you a couple of things. I got game reviews to watch tomorrow morning before bed, a couple hours at least. And then I got other issues to do too, like emails and so forth, as well as hopefully sleeping in a good setup, but like I said, Chloe, needs to learn that money doesn't grow on trees. And so until she has access to money, which we forgot to talk about, again, real quick, that whole check thing. basically what's happened is APS and the Advocate and everywhere around the asylum, Chloe hates it. That's why people say she's got her own selfish ambitions. Is she turns around and she wants everything her way. The problem with having it her way is that Social Security, the Advocate, the APS lady, and others thinks the family's giving her money for her birthday or Christmas, then that money should be utilized for paying what she owes instead of hoarding it for herself and living off of someone else. And that's where they're basically wanting Chloe gone. I mean, look at it from this point of view. Chloe lives in a life where she doesn't have to do anything. She just sits on her butt, doesn't do anything. Sits on her butt, eats, drinks, is married, yells at people, she doesn't get her way. This is the types that she needs to realize that she's throwing everything away. I mean, literally, when you are living in a household, okay, for example, she turns around, like I said, this government basically is upset because if Chloe can't sit there, okay, let me put it this way. I'm not trying to belittle Chloe. I'm not saying bad Chloe, bad. You're a bad dog. I'm stating that, the Social Security lady said, look, she got birthday money. She didn't even contribute to pay the electric bill so you can go to Portland. Or she didn't contribute to pay 3 months internet bill. She just hoards her money. Like, my money, I don't have an income. Well, Poppy agrees on that aspect of the Advocate thing. If someone's giving you money freely for your birthday or Christmas, then at least you could sit there and basically help pay some of your own expenses instead of hoarding it, going to advocates and being like, I need this soap, I need this. Well, I pay almost 99% of the stuff anyway. So point is they're kind of upset because Chloe turns around, she says, when I leave, I'm taking checks with me. That basically, in their opinion, says, well, yeah, Rita's being thrown under the bus. Rita's being thrown under the ferry. Rita's being thrown under the train. And Chloe's walking away and saying, well, I need this to survive. That's fine and dandy, but, the point is they basically are investigating, not just about Chloe and finances. They're investigating if Chloe's going to hoard her money. Okay, let's just say hypothetically, okay. The lady basically has a feeling, hypothetically, that Chloe's going to get benefits, right? And she's going to get a big retro check. One of the things the Social Security guy is going to ask the therapist guy, is you got to be careful, and I haven't told Chloe this, is what you do. He's going to say, well, if you get disability, what are you going to buy with your trip, your money, right? So, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I got to go to, because I got to clock a load. Then I got to get on my tablet to Township. And then I got to get my desktop here restarted for Guild Wars 2. And we're playing it tonight. But anyway, the financial part, okay. They turn around and say, what are you going to buy? And Chloe goes, oh, well, I'm going to move to Johnstown. They're going to be sitting there thinking, you're going to get disability. You're going to move Rita and her across country. No, that's a bad idea. We're giving you money. You're disabled, okay? So they can say, no, you're not disabled. You just want free money to move. Now, if Chloe turned around and said, I'm going to take Rita on a Disney cruise, they're going to sit there and think there's something wrong with a girl like Chloe who's disabled mentally. That would be an actually entertaining one, right? They'd be looking at Chloe. You hijacked my dog again. She always takes him, and that doesn't give me the chance to cuddle with him. He's mine. No wonder why he doesn't come to me. See, she won't even give him to me. That's what I was asking, but never mind. I gotta go take a shit. So basically, the Disney cruise, for example. Okay, let's just say hypothetically, Chloe says that. They're gonna first turn around and ask Chloe if she's mentally well. That basically gives her a few loose marbles in her head because she's like, I want to take Rita on a Disney cruise. That might just work, but the problem is she does want to go on a Disney cruise. Unfortunately, they know they're expensive. I mean, literally, you pay the Disney price, right? there's more kids on those boats than anything. Now, I'm not a big fan of children because, frankly, I find them some of them to be annoying and obnoxious coming up to me. I don't want to be on a Disney cruise where a little kid goes, "Hi, can I pet your dog?" No, you can't. Now, for example, Chloe goes, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take Karina on a Norwegian or a Princess or a Carnival or a Norwegian Cruise Line or Royal Caribbean." They're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, maybe that'd be good." Karina needs a vacation after putting up with me for 3 years. They might just sit there and say, "Yeah, you might be paying more in gratuity and snacks," and look what happens. Okay, hypothetically, she does this, and Chloe would be like, "Oh yeah, Rita, I met 16 new friends today. Oh yeah, I'm this social butterfly. Yeah, woo woo." Meanwhile, I'm in my room going, "Oh look, a nice book, a little vacation. I'm in my room. I got a TV. I got a little balcony. I went down to the smoking lounge."
In a bedroom on a ship. Then why even take one?
Because most of the time they won't let dogs near the pool.
Yeah, well, then what? Then why even bother going on with those boats?
Because I've always wanted to again.
Well,
But my point is it's a vacation, so you can do whatever you want. But here's the other problem: when you get one of these nice places, right? Then you turn around and you have to buy formal wear. So you got to wear a formal dress. You go to dinner with all these other people, have wine and hobnob. To me, I may be a social butterfly, but I'm not the type that wants to hobnob with people either. It's like, I'm a hermit. I'm there for a vacation. So if I can sit on a beach tan or on the sun deck and tan on a warm sunny day in the Bahamas, let me tan with my dog next to me, with his little water bowl, and I will be happy as hell.
Do you use AVG for your virus scan?
I use AVG and I use Spybot and Adaware. I also use AVG. What's the other one I use? I use Avast. So I have multiple. But no, the point is let's just get back temporarily because I gotta go take a dump. Like I said, as Chloe turns around and. The whole check thing, she's entitled to it, yes. But, these people turn around and they say if Chloe is only thinking about herself, then, that's why they got to look at the big picture of disability. Oh, is she truly disabled or is she scamming someone? Because look at the big picture. She's hoarding money, okay? Oh, it's more money. Well, yeah, I was holding on to it because she needs to fucking use it to, but here's the thing. If I go out, my advocate said, if I go out and I pay $200 or $300 just for fucking her to leave, for example, right? Then we give her that. She's just basically backdooring out. She's got her money. She's basically used and abused me and threw me away. And that's why they're looking at the fact that maybe she's too mentally ill. I mean, severely. I mean, the lady basically said if someone can't follow instructions, Chloe's like, "You can't follow instructions on Guild Wars." It's simple. My eyes are tired. I'm trying to do something. Instead, you tell me to go jump, and instead you say you do a U-turn. Which way? Do I go left or right? I had to take a chance and go right. Lo and behold, it was the right answer. She said left, I would have freaking been going somewhere else. But my point is, you jump off this area and then you glide down with little gliders. Fortunately, again, it's, not cool. So, but the bottom line is, Chloe's paranoid. They're going to give me paid. They didn't make a decision. Now, Chloe turned around and said, "Oh, I want to get rid of all the money I owed her." They might just sit there and say, "Oh, okay, she's not disabled." I mean, literally, no one knows. I mean, literally, but a Disney cruise did me wondering why Chloe wants to take me on a Disney cruise with so many kids. They want to say, "Oh, I'm going to take rid of the Disneyland or Disney World," same thing. But if Chloe says something differently, I mean, literally, Chloe says, "Oh, well, my computer's acting up. I need to get a new laptop." Oh, well, basically, the Chromebook's fine. I'll basically say, "Cool." But she says, "Oh, yeah, I need a new computer. I know my retro's going to be big, and I want an AMD, blah, 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 32 core Threadripper with 256 gigs of RAM and three 12 gig vid cards in it. They're going to look at Chloe, okay, mind you. They're going to look at Chloe and say, are you fucking stupid? You want to pay 10 grand for a new desktop? Whoa, it's a good computer. Or even if she said, I want a desktop that lasts 6 to 10 years, it cost me $2,600. They're going to be sitting there thinking, $2,600 for a computer? That's kind of, a lot of money. Yeah, well, the last time your computer did have AVG, ADAS, spyware, spybot, and malware. So, InBAM, so you can run those too. So, all right. Well, anyways, everyone, I gotta go take a dump. This video's been long enough. So, Jose, if you're watching this, I hope you understand, that I'm doing what I can. I do want to say I love you dearly, and I hope my letters get to you. I hope you message me somehow. You got my email address, so I put it in all my letters. So you can email me and let me know about your what you're up to, etc. and etc. And for the rest of you out there, I hope you have a great day. Like I said, I gotta go empty myself and then load my tablet up. I got my iPad and I found a plug for it, and my iPad Mini and my errand. So I'm playing Township while my computer is being repaired. So with that said, everyone, please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. My iPad screen's cracked, but oh well. That's life. Please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. Hit that like, subscribe button. It's wholesome funny for the family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep the comments nice is all we ask. Hit that bell notification for new content. Again, thanks for watching. Captain's Log Out, NCC 77246, USS Excelsior. This transmission ends now.